boys and girls, it's Miss Missy with Lone Star College, Cy-Fair, and Harris County Public Library. And I'm back with my son,
Zack.
And we are back for another
Book Chat.
And today we are talking about, do you want to tell them what book we read?
The World According to Humphrey.
The World According to Humphrey. And this is by Betty Birney. And this is everyone's favorite class, Hamster. All right, Zach, did you want to tell us what this book was about?
Yes.
Make sure you speak up for everybody.
But at the same time, no.
You don't want to?
But I will.
Okay, just tell us a little bit and I can add more to it, okay?
So, Humphrey's a hamster, a school little hamster. And he also he realizes that this man comes in the middle of the night.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot his name.
Okay.
But I don't have to tell the audience.
No, that's okay.
Because you have to read.
Okay.
And I forgot.
Okay. Are you ready? Okay, so Humphrey is a class hamster, and he has been adopted by a teacher by the name of Mrs. Mack.
And Mrs. Mack had to go away, so Mrs. Brisbane took over.
Yes. And what do we know about Mrs. Brisbane?
Mrs. Brisbane is...
Does she like
No.
Humphrey? No. So Mrs. Brisbane is not excited about having a class pet hamster, okay? So, but all the kids in the class, do all the kids in the class like Humphrey?
Yes.
Yes. Now, does Humphrey help out in a lot of ways that you wouldn't expect?
Yes.
So Humphrey is a very helpful hamster. Now this book is The World According to Humphrey, and there's other books that are in this series. So there's The World According to Humphrey. There is Friendship According to Humphrey, Trouble According to Humphrey, Adventures, Surprises, Summers, School Days, Mysteries, Winter, and Secrets, and there's so many. So if you read this and you enjoy Humphrey, you will enjoy all of the books about Humphrey. So, I want to ask Zach a few questions, and if you have read this book, these questions are for you too. All right. What do you like most about Humphrey?
I like his intelligence and how he's really silly and how he tells us his grades after every
Vocabulary?
Yeah.
Yeah, so
so
it almost seems like he really truly does understand everything that's in the class, and that he has his own little vocabulary lesson. And I'll tell you what I also like about Humphrey is that he thinks all the kids' names in the classes are like
giggling. Stop giggling, Gail.
Yes. And who else was there?
AJ.
Yes. But there was also, what was this?
Larissa or something.
There was Saya. And then there was Raise Your Hand.
Heidi.
Yep. Okay. So there is like so many. And I thought it was really funny on how he thought that their names were this until he gets to be able to come home with them and find out that their names are something different. Okay. So tell me the main difference then between Mrs. Mack and Mrs. Brisbane.
Mrs. Mack?
Mm-hmm. What did you know about Mrs. Mack?
Always takes Humphrey home.
Mm-hmm.
After every weekend.
Yes, she took... So Mrs. Mack was the original substitute teacher that was coming in because Mrs. Brisbane was out. And Mrs. Mack got Humphrey, and she would take him home and take good care of him, and she would love on him and talk to him as if he completely understood. Now, what about Mrs. Brisbane? Tell us about Mrs. Brisbane.
He's just a rodent.
Yes. Yes.
Rodent.
She talks down to poor Humphrey,
Rodent.
and she's already kind of plotting her way of getting rid of him.
No.
Yes. So, and then later in the book, we find out a little bit more about Mrs. Brisbane, and it gives us a little bit more of an insight what's going on in Mrs. Brisbane's life, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right. So now, would you, Zachary, bring Humphrey home. If you had a class hamster, okay, in your class, so if you had Humphrey in your class,
it would die in 2 days.
Would you bring Humphrey? Would you be one to volunteer to bring Humphrey home?
Yes.
Okay. What kind of challenges do you think that Humphrey would face here at our house? So every house that Humphrey went to, he had a challenge. So he went to, whose house did he go to? And it was really loud.
AJ's.
He went to AJ's house.
And Golden Miranda.
And he went to Golden Miranda's house, and Golden Miranda had a dog. Yes. So, what kind of challenges do you think that Humphrey would face here at our house?
I think he would.
What?
I think he would deal with Dad playing the video games all day.
Oh, he would deal with Dad playing video games. I think that he'd be dealing with somebody else playing video games too.
Oh no.
All right. So now let's go ahead and we're going to rate the book. Are you ready to rate the book?
I just grabbed onto my emojis.
Okay. On our count of 3, we're going to show our emojis and we're going to show you how we rated the book. Okay? Ready? 1, 2, 3. Woo! All right. I loved it. I thought it was a great series and you should definitely read it. What'd you think?
Well, some of you are probably like, why did he put up the alien symbol? Because it's out of this cage.
It's out of this cage, like the cage that Humphrey was in. And you also
loved it.
All right.
Mom stole the heart from me.
All right. So, boys and girls, we definitely will encourage you to read them. And we hope that you enjoy it. We'd love to hear feedback. Remember, the book was The World According to Humphrey. This is by Betty Birney. All right. And until next time, what do we like to tell everybody?
Happy reading.
Happy reading, boys and girls. Thank you so much for joining us, and we'll see you soon. All right.
It's
Bye.
Valentine's Day.